Well, I'm very sad because in the opening of this, everything I knew about vampires apparently is not true.
Some of it's not true. No, a lot of it probably is true, but we've just there's a few little shifts in our mythology.
So you have decided, the show has decided that they're going to debunk some of the vampire myths.
Well, it's funny because the creators of this show are. I read the pilot, and I'm a fan of the genre. I have been, since I was a little kid, and so when I read that they were changing a few things, I was like, how dare they? Really? I'll be the judge of that. And I read the changes that they'd made, and they're actually okay. Like our vampires are. Essentially, the approach to these vampires is people ask, what's the difference between other vampires that you've seen on TV and the vampires of Moonlight? And the answer to that is our vampires walk among us. Our vampires are like, if vampires exist today in 2007 and they walk among us and they work among us and they live and love among us, then how would it be for them exactly? And so garlic is fine. They can eat garlic, but they don't eat, so it doesn't matter. Holy water doesn't do anything. Crucifixes, if you're a religious vampire, then sure. But I mean, fire and decapitation kill our vampires, and they don't sleep in coffins. They sleep in freezers.
Is it cold in that freezer?
It's cold in the freezer. Yeah. But they sleep in the freezer because what they've worked out is our vampires have worked out that what happens is once they're turned into a vampire, their physical bodies decay over time, over the hundreds of years, thousands, for eternity they're alive, but over the years their bodies decay, and so the cold sort of slows down that process of decay.
So I was watching a little bit. It must be hard to have a beautiful woman trying to seduce you.
Where?
Earlier in your scene that you're rehearsing.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's really turning it on there. It must be hard. It's a funny old thing. It's the weirdest job in the world. We're great friends, so it's Sophia and I. So it's sort of like a dance, really. But it is. We need to make it a little. It's going to get a bit steamy.
Yeah, you got to make it sexy.
Got to make it steamy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're on after Ghost Whisperer.
I know.
That's a good spot to be in on a Friday night.
And before Numbers. Yeah, it's a great spot.
You're on after Ghost Whisperer. That's a good place to be.
We're on after Ghost Whisperer, and it's a great place to be. I really like the show, and I missed something there, didn't I?
You did. Numbers. Okay. Numbers just isn't sexy.
It's not sexy? See, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know these things. Why is Ghost Whisperer sexy?
Have you seen Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I have. Okay, that's why it's okay. But Numbers isn't because the boys are... And the girls are not...
It's just not a sexy show.
Right.
There's no vampires.
Moonlight's sexy.
That's right.
Wow.
Is it sexy?
Oh, you better hang on with both hands. It's sexy.
Well, tell me what makes it sexy.
Well, the characters are...
Well,
I mean,
besides yourself.
It's just... I mean, I think film noir style... I think film noir is sort of sexy anyway, just the lighting states. I mean, the scenes are, the way the place is lit, the way the scenes are lit, the way the entire show is lit and shot is sexy before you put any actors in. And then we've got a great cast, all the girls on the show are just beautiful. The guys are, young, good-looking, intelligent guys. And, of course, we're vampires everywhere. And so, if you like that kind of thing, then... But there's a lot of, it's action-packed. The stunts are fantastic. We do a lot of our own stunts. I do a lot of my own stunts. There's more nudity than I've seen on network TV for a while. There's all sorts of things, and it's good. I think it's quite hard-hitting and cutting-edge for CBS, I got to say.
Nudity? Does this involve you?
Yes. Yeah.
So what will we see?
Hips up, baby. I think. I think even if I'm not wearing anything, they seem to sort of shoot like they go up, and they go up. I'm gonna shoot.
Maybe a little
backside, a little booty. Yeah. You might get a bit of booty if you're lucky.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, did I say that?
How do you know?
Cut. No.